Have you gotten to the point where you don't want to go to work anymore? You're tired, you're unmotivated, you're resentful. Every task that gets put on you is now not a stepping stone to growth, it's a pile for resentment. You are annoyed at your leadership, you're annoyed at your team, at yourself, and you just want out. Welcome to Burnout, my friends, and it's a real thing, and I want to talk about it today. And I don't want to talk about it in the sense that you might be thinking. I want to talk about it in a way that you might have not addressed before. And I'm going to warn you, it's going to be a way that makes you in the driver's seat. And that's my favorite place to be because it means you have control over something. And if you have control over something, you can make change, right? I like to drive in two different lanes of thought. Is this feeling that I am feeling right now because there is column A, column B, column C on my plate, and no matter what I'm doing, I'm not being able to address all things. I'm feeling overloaded. That's a systematic problem, right? And that's a different thing. There's another type of burnout that I don't think we talk about, and it's burnout that we cause ourselves through self sabotage. Sometimes we reach a point where we've gotten really good at almost everything our role requires of us. We know the business, we know our teams, we solve problems, we work hard, we keep improving on those metrics, right? But there's usually one part of leadership that still feels really uncomfortable. For some people, it's conflict. For others, it's accountability. It could be giving direct feedback, setting boundaries, letting go of control, making hard decisions, or allowing someone to struggle without immediately stepping in to rescue them. Whatever it is, we can get really good at doing everything around us instead of doing the actual thing. We stay busy and we solve problems. We take on more work. We answer more emails, stacking things onto ourselves because those are the things that we know how to do and those are the problems we know how to solve. Purposely stacking things on your plate where you open up your schedule and everything is so organized. You've got a meeting after a meeting, a project after a project, and your schedule's jam packed. We think it's successful, right? I'm curious if you pull back the veil a little bit on that and ask yourself, what's the underlining factor? Is this self induced? And are we avoiding the uncomfortable growth path? So, what I mean is, if you've got your own identifier, your own problematic monster, if you will, that you're not wanting to address, and instead of addressing the one thing that's going to propel you in the next direction, you keep adding things to your plate that you know how to do. Like, I'm really good at data pulling. I'm going to pull all that data. I'm really good at figuring out problems. I'm going to do all that. And we keep compiling and building and adding all of these things to our plate because that keeps us so busy that we don't have to address that one area that if we spent some time on would actually take us to the next level, right? Because it's usually that spot that we're avoiding. I'll be quite honest with you. This is my second video that I've put on here. This is hard for me. This is vulnerable. I feel my heart beating right now. I've had to stop this video about 16 freaking hundred times because I'm learning as I go. And what I'm trying to get at is that I'm pushing into that uncomfort. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I know I'm going to get better at this. But it takes this clunkiness that's happening right now in order for that to happen. That's my vulnerable moment. What's your vulnerable moment? What's your avoidance? And how can you tap into it when you reach an edge? At least I know for me, I got this feeling of like, this is it. I'm not moving past it. It's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. But you can. You're just at your edge. And you got to grow past that and make your edge longer, you know? Now, there's pushing yourself over the edge. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying make your edges spread so you grow. I bring this up not because I have, like, it's not the answer to the problem, right? The answer to the problem is the work that you put into it after you have the awareness. The first step is the conversation with yourself. Am I being honest with myself right now? And am I avoiding something? That could be at work, that could be at home, that could be a project that you want to do. Whatever that looks like, find what that is for you and put your energy in there. What I found for me, when I found myself overloaded, I had to stop and ask myself, what was I avoiding? What is it that you're not allowing yourself to do because you're afraid of being a beginner? What is it that you're not addressing because you're afraid of looking like a moron? We have got to give ourselves room to be beginners again. I truly believe this, and maybe this is woo woo, I don't know. I feel like the work that we do here is challenging ourselves to open up the wrapper so we can get to that gift. But the only way to open up that wrapper is to address the elephant in the room, and that is going to be uncomfortable. I think I veered very much into deep burnout reasons. Maybe I went a little too deep. I hope that's helpful. I hope that helps open up a different way of thinking or an avenue. And if this is triggering or if this makes you feel a certain way, question that too. I'd be curious, or why does this message piss me off? I don't know. Why? Anyhow, just food for thought. I hope that's helpful. I hope you have a wonderful week. Nice talking to you.